Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Warwick Sciences Film Practical, which is looking at the relationship between weight and mass. Now, weight is a force, and we know that because it's in fact measured in newtons. When we talk about weight in the outside world, most people will just stand on a scale and that will say what their weight is. But that is actually a measure of their mass. And the effect that gravity has on the amount of mass or matter that they have. So it's not used scientifically correctly out in the real world. Now, as with all practicals, there is a write-up coming along in a moment. If you would like to stop the video, please, then basically copy it down, and then when you are ready to go, you can unpause the video and you can make a start. Okay, in order to measure that, we are going to use one of these things, which is a spring balance, which is simply a device that you can hang off something here, and it has a spring there which has a certain amount of tension, and on one side it will measure the mass, which is in grams, and on the other side it will measure newtons, which is the weight, which is in force. Well, newtons is the measure of force. Now, in order to work these first, okay, you need to make sure that the disc is equal with the top line. So you either screw it up or screw it down. That one's actually going down, so that one has come up. No, and again, that can be a little bit hard at times. So that one works there. So we're also going to use these, which are our slotted masses, and these are worth 50 grams each, and the base is also worth 50, so overall this is worth 500 grams. So let's start off with 100 grams. So we're going to do three measurements: 100 grams, 250 grams, and then we are going to do 500 grams. So let's put it on here. Now again, we're looking, because we know the mass, which is in grams, we need to be able to identify what the force is, which is newtons. So 100 grams, and it is 1 newton here. So now let's add 3 more, which will bring the weight up to 250 grams. And it is 2.5. You may not be able to see it there, but it's 2.5 newtons. Now, whilst I put on the next 5 to make it up to 500, have a guess at what you think this is going to be. And again, what you're looking for is the relationship. So when you increase 1, does it increase, and does it increase by a certain amount, or that's the important part with science. Now, if you've made your prediction and you, for 500 grams, said 5 newtons, then you are absolutely correct. Okay, so therefore now you've got 3 sets of results. So what I would now like you to do, please, is in the conclusion section, it's simply asking you for what is the relationship between the two. So if you could state the relationship, that would be fantastic. Please remember to check in with your teacher if you have any concerns, and thank you for accessing Warwick Sciences Film Practical on the relationship between weight and mass.